This is day 8 that I'm reading from my drinking journal or my non-drinking journal, whatever it started out as. So on day 8, I wrote, I have a lot of energy and I feel great. When I think about it, I may have drank for over 700 days straight. Now, I'm sure that I've drank for over 1,000 days straight or more, but I had little stints that I would go through. I remember I had a 72 days I didn't drink, and then obviously I gave in. I did around 90 days before. I had a lot of 1 days, 2 days, things like that. But I remember thinking back from, I'm pretty sure this was my 72 days that I didn't drink, and then probably around 700 days straight that I drank, which most of us don't even think about it because it's just a daily, everyday routine, like breathing, like eating, and and I know there was a day, and I wrote that down that there was a day, maybe a couple days here and there that I didn't drink because I was absolutely so busy with the family. Right after work, I had to, just keep going, and you just didn't get a chance. And I know I thought about it, but I specifically remember days that I didn't drink. Um, but they were stressful days mentally for me. And and then I wrote, I vowed today never to do that again. My goal as of right now is 12 times or less in a 365-day period, starting on November 29th every year. So I was going to do like a reset and then calculate it. And that's what brings me back to this little tab that in another video I ended up finding and going ahead. I wrote little here, a mark every day that I didn't drink. And over here, I was going to write all the days I drank, and I was going to mark them. And I was going to write why. Why was I weak that day? That's what I'm guessing when I think back. That's makes sense. And when I found this page, I didn't know why I did it. I didn't remember doing it, but now that I see day 8, um, I see I did this so many times. When I would stop, I would make myself deals, and I remember saying a lot to people when I talked about it. It's not that I'm never going to drink again. I just want to cut back, and I used to say that a lot because I feel like my body would rebel against myself if I said never. It's like never again. You can't imagine never again. Am I never gonna, imagine, not seeing somebody you love ever again. It's like, no, not never again. We'll see him next year. I know you're moving out of state. We'll see you again. We'll visit. And even if you never do, it's that hope of seeing them again that, doesn't make you so sad. So that's what I feel like I can compare this to. When I say I'm never going to drink again, I felt like it was so much harder. So maybe I was making myself a deal. I've done this so many other times before. I'm just going to cut back. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I feel like I'm an all or nothing guy. I don't know what it is. I fall into the habit, to the trend of drinking every day. Every time I go back to it, every time I go back to drinking, I've set myself guidelines, just the weekend, just my day off, just this, just that. And then it goes right back into every day. It's just so easy just to do it. And then you always say, I'm just going to have a beer today. And then once you drink one, you're like, I'll have another. So, there I go again, making deals with myself, 12 times a year and this and that. So I'm just really glad I stuck with it. I broke that cycle. I know on day 8, I really had to be stressing because the first day is always easy because you're going full steam ahead. And then day 2 sometimes is not that hard either. But I feel like day 3 to 14, that's pretty hard. And what I've learned is that it takes around 2 weeks for the alcohol to really get out of your system. And I feel like, and I learned that afterwards. And I feel like after the 14 days, it did get a lot easier. So day 8, I'm sure I was stressing, and that's why I wrote this. Because the stressful days, thinking, because your body's just thinking about it and just wants it, and then it's like you're fighting with yourself. So I got through that day, and I'm still going. So for everyone that is still going, keep up the great work. And for the people that are struggling, I know you can do it. I did it. And I've been drinking literally my whole life. I've been drinking since I was a kid. My older brother used to give me alcohol at 5, 6 years old with him and his friends on a pretty regular basis growing up. He gave me alcohol behind my mom's back. And then, when I became a teenager, it was just a normal thing in our family to drink. So just stay strong and keep going, or, I know you can do it. You have a good night.